Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be doing Giyuu, I hope I am saying that, Tomioka from Demon Slayer, aka the Water Hashira. And now let's get on to business. Remember that Tomioka, or Giyuu Tomioka, is 21 years old at the time of the Hashira meeting and is 18, 19. Yes, 19. It's 2 years since Tanjiro started becoming a demon slayer in episode 1. This is his age based off 21. So let's continue. Disclaimer: Gyu Tomioka is not Yandere in canon. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Simping for fictional characters and Yanderes is fine, just do not be illegal or gross about it. You know who you are, you dirty flaky biscuits. Yanderes are not ideal partners to have in real life. Also remember to separate fiction from reality and headcanon from canon. Thank you. Now let's get on to business. Caillou has trauma and is the current Water Hashira, but he does not consider himself to be the Water Hashira. He feels that he is not good enough to be a Hashira. From his past, when Sabato saved him, and he could not save Sabato, he felt strong around you. And he realized shortly after that he fell in love with you, and you made his heart ache with the need to be with you. Except he feels he will never be enough for you. He was not able to pass final selection, in his eyes at least, and he is not a true Hashira. At least that is how he feels. So, how could he ever be enough for you? Will he be enough for you? He is a very overprotective Yandere and does everything he can to keep you safe and sound. Of course, he does not talk to you a lot at first. Mostly he is watching you from afar. This also makes him a bit of a stalker Yandere, in which he is keeping an eye on you and making sure you are safe and sound. But let's be honest, he is actually stalking you. More on his overprotective Yandere nature. He hates to see you throw your life away by being reckless and or foolish. You have so much to live for, and yet you would waste your life. So he would make sure that you are well skilled so he can trust you to not throw your life away. Like Tenjin does with his wives, Gyu would prioritize your life above other humans. Although he does not tell you or anyone that at all, he could never admit to anyone, especially you, that he pro- prioritize your life above the job he has. He is also very aloof, and so he does not notice how you feel about him fully. May it be love or hate or whatever, he just does not realize it very well. He is the type of yandere that gets into his own head, thinking he is not enough for you, and asking himself if he will ever be enough for you. He has a load of self doubt as a yandere, and it which is very rare for yanderes in general. He is mostly a logical yandere, and unlike most yanderes, he will not react. Oh, sorry, tongue twister. Unlike most yanderes who react on their jealousy, possessiveness, and similar emotions, he is plotting instead. He is thinking of logical ways to get rivals out of his way. He is finding ways to win you over. He is making any plans to worm his he is making many plans, not any. He is making many plans to worm his way into your life so you can accept his love. And a lot of the time these plans work. He can seem cold and distant as a yandere, making you feel like he is angry with you, while he stares you down, but actually he is thinking what food to cook for you or what flowers to get you. He is not he is also not the best yandere with telling you how he feels. He is not that good with expressing his intense feelings for you, and it can make him seem like a jerk, which honestly doing him no which is honestly yawny yawns, which is honestly not doing him any favors. Let's be honest. To be okay, sorry, I don't know why I write it like that. Back to his talking, he likes to call as he likes to call it, watching over you. He would break into your home, a classic Yandere trait, of course, and steal things such as clothes, books, and bedding. Why does the bro steal your bedding? I have no idea, and I do not want to know why he steals your sheets. He is also is a very patient Yandere. With his plans, he is willing to play the long game and is in no rush to win your heart over. To win over your heart. He does want everything to be perfect after all. With rivals, he can think more clearly than most typical yanderes. He can find many ways to get them to leave you alone, and very few of those times he is forced to. Sorry, my tongue is twister. Ugh. I have gotten 0 hours of sleep tonight. Do not judge me. It's 6 a.m. Shush. He can find many ways to get the his rivals to leave you alone, and very few of those times that he cannot do it have to actually do with and uh brain, and very few of those times he has to actually unalive his rivals. There we go. Thank you, brain. Of course, the most stubborn ones that he deals with is when his patience snaps. Patience. Patience like his patience. Blah, blah, blah. And he does teach those rivals a lesson. If they are human, he puts them into their place for daring to continue to try and be with you, even though he made it clear that you are his and his alone. They would quickly learn why they do not try and take you from him. You are the water Hashira's darling, and only his darling. If they are demons, there is no mercy. The only demon he would ever show mercy to was Nezuko. That would be the same with the demons who were after your heart as well and rivals for your heart. This is where his Yandere side really comes out. And man, oh man, it's always the quiet ones. He is beyond brutal to demon rivals and makes sure they suffer for days on end until he lets them choke on sunlight. I cannot even say half the stuff he does to them because it's against TOS of YouTube and such. When he confesses to you and such, he is going to confess to you most likely under the moonlight, telling you how beautiful the moon is, and try. Uh, and sorry, read the wrong sentence. Yes, this is a way to confess to your love to someone back in this time and such. And yes, he did steal it from Shinobu. You wouldn't understand what he means, and if you accept his love, he will kiss you tenderly under the moonlight. You are now his, and he is going to move you into his home and start to do his best to get you ready to be his spouse. He was not in a rush before, but now that he has your love, he is really in a rush to make you his spouse and to have a life with you. He would also, as a side note, want to have kids with you, and maybe a dog and maybe a cat or both. If you cannot produce the babies, he is going to adopt some for you, and that is for sure. They would be easy. That would also be easy because there are so many kids and babies that are orphaned by demons that boom, instant family. Do not be surprised when he brings home random butt kids and says you and he are now parents. But if you did not accept his love, he would genuinely be shocked. Like I said, this boy is aloof as a yandere, and he is a bit oblivious as well. So he could not tell that you were not into him. He was certain you were. So he thought he had planned it perfectly, only to be so stunned that he could not speak. He would let you go, but he has not given up. He just has to step up his game. And after talking to Tanjiro, who told him that watching you all the time, like a silent, creepy shadow, was in fact creepy, Tanjiro spit in straight facts here. And that he had to show you he loved you and not in a stalkery way. Again, facts. He does his best to court you, and that he will eventually break you down, and I mean make you fall in love with him. He basically pesters, pesters, not posters, pesters you into loving him, and manipulates you into loving him and such. Or both. He either pesters you or manipulates you, basically, or both. Either way, he will get you to say yes, and you will be his forever and ever. Side note, Tanjiro might have made Giyuu even more of a dangerous yandere, and I do not know at this point. In the end, he will make sure that he is enough for you, your full name. He will have you and you will be his, and he won't let you go. Ever. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. If you would like to see more, comment below what you would like to see. It's a bit of a longer one. I hope that you all appreciate that. And now on to Patreon outro. Patreon outro. Thank you, Gab, for being my first patron and current only patron. I appreciate you. Thank you, Gab. I hope that you all enjoyed this. And if you would like to see more, comment below what you would like to see. And oh my god, I yawn. I gotta yawn. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. It's a sexy, always sexy muffin and all that good stuff. Secret outro time, secret outro time, secret outro time, secret outro, secret outro baseball bat. Welcome to the secret outro, and the secret outro question of the day is: would you smash or pass Giyu Tomioka? I would honestly pass. He just meh to me. And would you accept his love? Yes or no? Again, he's meh, so no. The few times I say no and pass, honestly. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. And if you would like to see more, you know what to do. And stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye bye.